Hello, everybody. Now, do I have a story for you? Fuck, no. Okay, fuck the bullshit. I'm not gonna use a voice. Today, it's just gonna be me. I got a little story for you. Oh, it's a nice little fairy tale I found lying on the internet. Alright, here we go. All in all, it hadn't been a very good day. Bad traffic, a malfunctioning computer, incompetent coworkers, and a sore back all made me a seething cauldron of rage. But more importantly for this story, it had been over 48 hours since I'd last taken a dump. I tried to jumpstart the process, beginning my day off with a bowl of bowel cleansing fiber cereal, following it with 6 cups of coffee at work, and adding a bean-laden lunch from Taco Bell. As I was returning home from work, my insides let me know with, well, subtle rumbles and the emission of the occasional tiny fart that big things would be happening soon. Alas, I had to stop at the mall to pick up an order for my fiancée. I completed this task, and as I was walking past the stores on my way back to the car, I noticed a large sale sign proclaiming, "Everything must go." This was prophetic, for my colon informed me with a sudden violent cramp and a wet, squeaky fart that everything was indeed about to go. I hurried to the mall bathrooms. I surveyed 5 stalls, which I have numbered 0 through 4, for your convenience. 0, occupied. 1, clean. But bathroom protocol forbids its use, as it's next to the occupied one. 2, poo on seat. 3, poo and toilet paper in bowl. Unidentifiable liquid splattered on seat. 4, no toilet paper, no stall door. Unidentifiable sticky object near base of toilet. Clearly it had to be stall number 1. I trudged back, entered, dropped trow, and sat down. I'm normally a fairly shameful shitter. I wasn't happy about being next to the occupied stall, but big things were afoot. I was just getting ready to bear down when all of a sudden the sweet sounds of Beethoven came from next door, followed by a fumbling and then the sound of a voice answering the ringing phone. As usual for a cell phone conversation, the voice was exactly 8 decibels louder than it needed to be. Out of shameful habit, my sphincter slammed shut. The inane conversation went on and on. Mr. Shitter was blathering to Mrs. Shitter about the shitty day he had. I sat there cramping and miserable, waiting for him to finish. As a loud conversation dragged on, I became angrier and angrier, thinking that I, too, had a crappy day, but I was too polite to yak about in public. My bowels let me know in no uncertain terms that it didn't get crapping soon. My day would be getting even crappier. Finally, my anger reached a point that overcame shamefulness. I no longer cared. I gripped the toilet paper holder with one hand, braced my other hand against the side of the stall, and pushed with all my might. I was rewarded with a fart of colossal magnitude, a cross between the sound of someone ripping a very wet bedsheet in half and of plywood being torn off a wall. Sound gradually transitioned into a heavy modulated low RPM tone, not unlike someone firing up a Harley. I managed to hit the resonance frequency of the stall, and it shook gently. Once my ass cheeks stopped flapping in the breeze, 3 things became apparent. 1, the next door conversation had ceased. 2, my colon's continued seizing indicated that there was more to come. And 3, the bathroom was now beset by a horrible, eldritch stench. It was as if a gateway to hell had been opened. The foul miasma quickly made its way underneath the stall and began choking my poop mate. This initial herald fart had ended his conversation in mid-sentence. "Oh my God!" I heard him utter, following it with the suppressed sounds of choking and then No, baby, that wasn't me. You could hear that? Now there was no stopping me. I pushed for all I was worth. I could swear that in the resulting cacophony of rips, squirts, splashes, boots, and blasts, I was actually lifted slightly off the pot. The amount of stuff in me was incredible. It sprayed against the bowl with tremendous force. Later, in surveying the damage, I'd see that liquid poop had actually managed to ricochet out of the bowl and run down the side on the floor. But for now, all I could do was hang on for the ride. Next door, I could hear him fumbling with the paper dispenser as he desperately tried to finish his task. Little snatches of conversations made themselves heard over my anal symphony. Gotta go. Horrible. Throw up in my mouth. Not make it. Tell the kids. Love them. Oh, God. Followed by more sounds of suppressed gagging and retching. Alas, it is evidently difficult to hold one's phone and wipes one bum at the same time. Just as my high-pressure abuse of the toilet was winding down, I heard a plop and splash from next door, followed by a string of swear words and gags. My poop mate had dropped his phone in the toilet. There was a lull in my production, and the restroom became deathly quiet. I could envision him standing there, wondering what to do. A final anal announcement came trumpeting from my behind. Small chunks plopping noisily into the water. That must have been the last straw. I heard a flush, a fumbling with the lock, and then the star door was thrown open. I heard him running out of the bathroom, slamming the door behind him. After a considerable amount of paperwork, I got up and surveyed the damage. I felt bad for the janitor who'd be forced to deal with that. But I knew that flushing was not an option. No toilet in the world could handle that unholy mess. Flushing would only lead to a floor flooded with filth. As I left, I glanced into the store next door. Nothing remained in the bowl. Had he flushed his phone? Or had he plucked it out and left the bathroom with nasty, unwashed hands? The world will never know. I exited the bathroom, momentarily proud and shameless, looking around for a face glaring at me, but I saw no one. I suspect that somehow my supernatural elimination has managed to transfer my shamefulness to my anonymous poop mate. I think it'll be a long time before he can bring himself to poop in public, and I doubt he'll ever again answer his cell phone in the loo. And thus, my friends, is why you should never talk on your phone in the bathroom. Well, I hope you enjoyed that pleasant fucking. Oh my god, I can't believe I. Oh my god. Oh god. Oh fuck, I almost lost it halfway through there. I hope you enjoyed this beautiful story that I found for you. Oh, have fun.